Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FSB Racing Live. Friday night Winston Cup action from the Glen. I'm your host, Shawn Reap, with my partner, Milt Minter Jr. and Chris Beckman joining us here in the booth tonight. How you guys doing?
Watkins Glen, New York.
New York. They don't talk like that up here in Watkins Glen, okay?
Okay. Watkins Glen, man, a lot of memories for me in real life, with my dad racing there. Good and bad, mostly bad. Anything can happen. And this is a great version of the track, the 2010 version. And it's very realistic and very fun
fast
to drive. Fast.
Yeah, very fast road course, but it's also pretty forgiving, nice and wide. You see here the trickiest part for most people, the S's, at least to get through with a great deal of speed. And you got a great camera angle on that on camera too. And here the bus stop that was added in 1990. So in 1988 when they ran here, they wouldn't have used this, but just a couple years after this mod represents, we had the J.D. McDuffie accident here where the hub broke and he went into the fence, and so they added that to slow the cars down, and I think it actually sped the GTPs up because they used the full course, the boot.
The boot.
Oh
yeah.
Boot.
Yeah, definitely won a few races here in the FSB GTP, which was a whole bunch of fun. I remember my dad talking, his contemporary competitor and friend, Frenchman, Francois Savard, got killed right there where about where the bus stop is, going through the guardrail, and horrible thing in '73,
Unfortunately, we were just talking about the safety advances made over the years. And, nasty one happened here too is Jimmy Johnson there in that turn one before anybody knew who he was in the Busch series.
Oh yeah,
we all thought, oh my God, is that kid okay? And he climbed out of the car and did the Superman, the Superman pose. But in happier and more prescient matters here, you got Matt Watkins, who he likes to say he hates road courses. He likes big point leads. He likes big point leads, and he's on the pole tonight.
Well, this is Matt Watkins Glen, so.
There you go. I mean, it's his namesake track, so you got to step it up, and he's on the pole. The only one in the 16-second bracket here, the 1 minute 16s. Ryan Tracy, fresh off a great win last night at Mosport, Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, in the Truck Series, which Chris Beckman was nipping at his heels that whole way, but he held on, took the W in the truck. Jim Christopherson, his night, he was up front, but he ended up in the tire barriers. He's looking to bounce back from that tonight, starting P3. Dave Ellens was also fast, great road course driver. He's got a road course win on a Friday night, got a Riverside win. Looking to add another to the trophy case there, starting P4. Jason Dulfer, Pops Margison, he loves this place. He's starting P6. Rick Castle, Shane Wisman, Jim Gately, and Ken Shea rounding out your top 10. And you see, looks like we got over 20 cars scheduled to take the start here. Guy Pitra coming out of semi-retirement there, taking the provisional. As you see, Jim Christopherson up on 2 wheels through the bus stop.
Yeah, and these are stock cars. You bang that stuff in these cars.
Yeah, the truck physics too, so you got a little higher center of gravity, so you can get some hang time going through there. Mark DeSenza deciding to take a provisional there. Greg Palmer as well.
Yeah, a provisional, or Johnson. They spawn in qualifying, you never know.
True, it might have been elective, it may have been not, but either way, we've only got 20 cars that put a time on the board, and they're all gonna be looking to just keep it on the gray for the duration here, because at FSB, when we run road courses, we do not have cautions turned on. This game doesn't handle cautions very well on road courses, so we turn them off, and it's going to be flag to flag. And looks like we're about ready to take the grid.
Looking a little shaky in the warm-up there.
Matt Watkins in the kitty litter.
Yeah, he was Hans Stuck right there.
He is certainly Hans Stuck.
Referring to Hans Stuck, the German race car driver.
Unfortunate name when you got gravel traps all around you.
Yeah, my dad knew him. He used to call him Hans Stuck.
Kind of like Danny on the gas.
Yeah, absolutely. He also raced with him. In fact, my dad said Danny and Gaius was the most fastest, the best he ever saw. In one lap.
Really?
Of
Oh yeah,
all
that's
the
how he
guys,
got the name
saw a lot
Danny
of
on the
good guys,
gas. Well, that's how he got the name Danny on the gas, because he would burn it up in the one lap and not have anything left.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Right.
that happened firsthand. Like 1981 Daytona 24 Hours. Watched that on CBS Sports Spectacular. They're in the lead. My dad's going to get in that car. They didn't even make it to my dad's turn.
Well,
Turbocharger blue.
we got this big FSB field taking the grid here, ready to take a full pace lap around Watkins Glen, and you'll see
Now,
why we
you'll
don't run
watch
caution
this
laps.
snaky track here.
So that gives us plenty of time to actually get the predictions in this week. See who we want to jinx. Oh, I say Ryan Tracy backs it up. He's in a good spot
you
there.
stole my pick.
Front row. He's going to back up that Thursday night win, go back to back, and snag this one here at the Glen on Friday.
Well, I got a text from Jerry Folkolb, a good friend of an FSB driver of Guy Pitcher. There he is. He wants to wager on this. He sent me a text saying, "Great qualifying time, Guy Pitcher." That's being sarcastic. Those two have a little battle there of giving each other guff. So here we go.
Well, if you're taking the 12, I think I'm going to have to take Dave since I ran into him last night.
That's a solid pick, and he's got the road course winner credentials here on Friday night, back in that Riverside race a couple seasons back.
Well, I'll tell you what. So I got to make a pick here. I'm going to go with Steve Weber here, the big cactus.
Oh, pulling out the mid-pack dark horse there. All right. You know what? Last time he picked him, he won, so he'll probably appreciate that. You were Nostradamus that night at Martinsville.
Well, thing is, here is you got some options with tire wear and pit strategy, and you have to take care of the car, and he knows how to do that.
And there is Steve Weber, the big cactus, and that yellow, blue, and purple paint scheme there did up for him as a memorial tribute to his son Steven. Pretty easy to spot that car on the track.
They're just cruising right now, getting ready. That turn one is one of the hardest turns. They'll be going side by side through there.
It's like a funnel.
And it's like a funnel, and it has to funnel up till to turn 2 and turn 3 as you go up the hill. You need to be single file through there. Then you come down this straightaway, turn 4, and down into turn 5 in the bus stop. And as the pace car's coming right here, or maybe this is turn 5 right here, Weeping and 6. Anyway, I'm not sure about the numbers, but the sweeping.
We got turn 1, the S's,
because I run the boot
carousel.
Too, so I mean, a boot,
It's a boot.
So you sweep through here, and then you got banking, and you want to get a great exit coming right out here on the outside there, and right cutting the grass right there is really where you want to be coming out of that corner. Powering down, then you want to be to the right-hand side. I think they skipped the numbers, and then they call this 10 and 11. This complex coming down here where they're slowly cruising right now, and they're thinking about it, let me tell you. Want to break in a straight line, probably about the 200, and get this thing woed down. I believe they'll be in second gear here. coming through here, then the sweeping out turn 11, want to be all the way to the outside, like where the 12 is, and then cut
Looking at the
down
track
low.
info, they call it 11 turns, but they're counting each of the turns in the bus stop for that.
Exactly. So that I could have looked at that too, man. Sometimes I'm not the smartest, sharpest tool. You want to get a good start here, but you also just want to kind of lay on the brake a little bit and anticipate anything. You just want to get through this first corner. Downhill here, and so braking, you have to be very careful, especially with cold tires. Now walk as quickly to the outside. Defending.
He starts on the outside because to the right side, that's the pole side here at Watkins Glen, so run clockwise at this road course.
This race will be pretty quick, and there won't be any caution, so action's going to be fierce. Night pitcher all the way, going through cars out on the outside there. Around the outside. But then he gets the inside line right there. Sinza, and Brad Otto almost get into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps.
There's Guy Pitra and Mark DeCenza. Woo! He's wiggling the tail end of that sucker.
On the inside there is Brian Johnson. And no, that's Johnny Doucette, 5 fingers.
Yeah, the beer can might be fast tonight. I think he won on Tuesday.
He's a very great road racer, all the way back to Grand Prix Legends, which he loves to talk about. Slim Jim Gailey, a little bit of blinking going on with the 23 connection. Matt Watkins sideways coming out of turn 11. Down the straightaway, you're starting to get a little bit of tire heat here. Got to be careful under braking.
We got the Slim Jim fan club out in force tonight. Doris Gately and Wayne Gately cheering on Mr. Slim Jim.
And Kim Wright.
Yep, Kim Wright, Jerry F. Danny Coffin.
Got him. That was a 22, Greg Palmer, I think. Pedals all over the track.
Did he hit anything?
Too wide in the turn 2, 3 going up the hill. 25 Keith Cordier and 95 fingers.
Oh, Johnny locked him up pretty good going in there.
These guys are going at it here. Marcus is an excellent road racer. Falling back a little bit.
And not sure why he started in the back. Maybe he missed qualifying or just had an issue in it. But he was looking to get on the move early here. And I think he contemplated 3 wide up the middle there.
Taking a look at Kid Shea, taking a look at Pops, decides better of it. Tim Ray, former league promoter and founder of FSB, rooting for Guy Pitcher. Oh, boy.
Yeah. Woo, Ken Shea hung that sucker out there off the corner number 11 or 9, whatever you want to call it.
23, Jim Gately takes a look at the 34 of Winston.
Oh, Ken Hansen wide through 1. Gets it back going in the right direction now.
I think we might have lost the 40 again.
Oh, it appears so. He's listed in 4th, but I don't see him there. Tough break there. Jim Christopherson having equipment and connection issues all season long. It looks like it may have bit him once again.
Watkins really stretching out about.
Oh, man. Keith Cordier through the grass in the bus stop.
Look, I've been working on this guy to run with us at Donkey Bob. Of course, he's going to still run here, but we're getting closer because these are the skills that I'm seeing. We'd like to see him on our team. He can road race, and because he doesn't like it, can't do it. But what you're seeing right now is what I've seen ever since we ran the 24 Hours of Le Mans together back in 2008. 2009, severe talent, and this guy manhandles the car and is sideways everywhere. And these guys beat him on tire wear a little bit here. Tires are everything here. When you make your fuel run, what is the fuel window? Chris, you didn't run this race, but
Yeah, you ran
you guys
Tuesday
know what
night.
the fuel window is.
Yeah, we did have a question as to whether or not guys were going to be able to make this a one-stop race. I think
You got to
that's
make 9, right? Yeah.
I think that's asking a lot to do it on one stop. You're really going to have to take care of your tires, save some gas.
Yeah, that's 18 laps, man, or at least 17, and then coming in on 18. I don't know if we saw that last year or not.
I think 16 to 17 laps, if you're running pretty hard, is about maximum.
So the question is, do you want to pit earlier and, how much degradation on your lap times? We'll have to see how that goes as these guys go along here.
That's something I was thinking about as I watched the 40 reconnect after his mechanical issues there. That might have been a blessing in disguise for him if the fuel ends up being right for him to make that on one stop.
But will he lose 2 laps from being disconnected?
Exactly. How much time did he lose? It looks like he's only showing 1 lap down in scoring currently.
Okay. Solid Jason Dulfer. Guess what, America? This guy can road race. Oh, there's a big crash. The 34 of Shane Winston around. Right, coming up the hill. Looks like Ken Shea, and they won't get the benefit of the caution. They go backwards. And that's the pinch point. That's the funnel. Oh, and the 91 goes off. Might be done, and he is done. Tough luck for Ken Shane, that Super B 91.
See if I can find here what happened with him.
It looked like the 34 and the 91 got the worst of that, I think.
I just saw it like from different perspective there, so maybe get a chance you can.
Yeah, I'm finding it right now on camera 2.
But we got a battle here, and Slim Jim Gately going after. I mean, these guys are going at it, dude. I think he got by Pops there. Slim Jim, P6 now. Rick Castle
Here we have
having
it.
a great run. He's going after him.
Here we have it. As I said, Shane Winston got the grass right in front of Slim Jim. Great job of avoidance on 23. 99, Pops Marguson barely slips through, but then these 4 cars, 91, the 043, the 983, they all have to stop, and of course Ken did hit them. And that's gonna, as you noted, Ken Shea has retired.
Watkins, best lap, 117.5. Last lap, 117.5. Only 5/100ths of a second difference. He is on it. Guy, got skills, man. Ryan Tracy running solid here. Long race, anything can happen. Got to keep the car on the track. These guys are in really good position with Dave Ellens. Then we got to spread back.
To answer your question about Jim Christopherson, he is back on the track and listed 1 lap down. You see him there in the bus stop as your leader is coming up through the S's.
Ryan Lovell in P8. Well, the first time I've seen him road race, he can road race. Surprise, surprise.
He just kept getting better and better on last night in that race at Mosport.
Well, he's got good car control, and you got to race the track when you road race here.
I was very
Accept
impressed.
your
He said
speed.
he'd never raced there before, and I was pretty impressed for first time at
Oh my
that track. He
gosh,
did really
heck
well.
yeah. The beer can all over him. This is the battle in the race here, and Steve Weber and Mark DeSenza, these guys are going at it. Ryan Johnson trying to hang on. We got a 4-car battle here as the leaders pull away.
Yeah,
Guys
3 of
are
those
duking
cars
it out
were
here.
3 of those were the cars that were delayed by that that incident there with 34 and the 91. That allowed Mark DeCenzo to reel them in just that little bit quicker.
Whoa, Ken Hansen sideways. Sideways.
And Ken Hansen's been kind of wide in turn one the last few times I saw him. Oh man.
Yeah, but then it's too wide. It's not going to be good. You know?
And Mark DeCenzo is on the move here. Picks
Let's
off
get
Steve
some
Weber.
in-car from one of these guys in this gaggle here, like the 3 or the 9 here. It was like
we're
the
only
road
going on
race
board the 3.
around Watkins Glen. Oh, Ken Hansen. I mean, just gets airborne over the curves.
And again, that allows Mark to run right up on him. You see Mark in turn is getting his mirror full of the 83 car.
And you see Ken Hansen's got his mirror full to 3. Come up to 11 here. And the 3 goes inside on him. Great pass by the 3. The veteran.
That is not an easy passing zone right there.
This guy, he's really good. It's shame he had to start in the back. Probably spun and qualifying.
He's already
Here
up to
comes
11.
Weber on the 9. They're attacking him now. You see that? Now he's outside there. You can see on the inside. Weber backs off. Good smart racing. Weber's a heck of a road racer.
Looks like the 9 may have.
Third, all the way up there, then your 4th gear. 4th gear down here, looking at about the 400. Boom, 400. You got to brake, downshift the 2nd gear here. Go up. Got to give a little gas and then let it roll. Roll. You want to get this right to the inside here and pick up the throttle, get right up to the curb there. Start with Ken Hansen. Now go to the 10 here, breaking the straight line. Right about 200 right there. Right out. They don't get all the way to the left here. Tap the brakes just a little bit and roll, and pick it up. That's a lap around Watkins Glen. Now we go into turn 1 here. You have no vision, so you got to kind of feel it here. But you can see the markers on the outside. A great passing zone here. And Hansen gets down and makes the pass on Brian Lovell. Great racing there. Coming up through the S's. Now this is where you want to be, right? On that curb, then on this curb right here. That's flat out in 3rd gear there. Fourth gear. Wow. Get me fired up right there.
Meanwhile, Slim Jim in the 23, the 124 Rick Castle, and the 63 Jason Dulfer getting kind of close to each other here. Got a battle going on for the top, let's say, 4th, 5th, and 6th here.
Pops Marguson hanging onto that group as well.
Yeah, Pop's hanging in there right about where he started.
Great to see him back at the track, feeling well and racing again.
Absolutely, gave us a health scare there. Went in for some kidney issues, I believe, and ended up having a stroke while in the hospital. And just less than a month later, he was back racing with us and looked like he hadn't missed a beat.
Got the Rocket fans in the house, Quinn Combs. And the Rocket, a bad man. Hansen, like you said, going way wide there and starting to lose time. Needs to, just back up the corner a little bit on this braking zone.
And that's a corner where you can really eat up some tires, doing what he's doing there. And I definitely want to back that up if I was him.
11 laps in here. This is a sprint race, folks.
Yeah, 36 lap race. I think we can go 18. You gotta save those tires and fuel though.
What's happening, man? Thanks for watching.
Heck yeah, some new viewers tonight. Glad to have you. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe and
Oh
help
boy,
us
that
grow
3
and
car
promote the
locks
league.
them up right there. You know, these cars don't like it. You know, when you lock them up, and these tires, very sensitive, and you know,
Plus
these
that
guys have been
2x
trying to,
wear.
you know, break this into pieces here where they can still get lap times. Let's look at the leader and see what his lap times are. Because tire deg versus pitting, very slow pit road here. And, you know, dude is still running one. Oh, and he has an issue there with the 92 car. Has to slow down. His last lap, 117.9. Best lap, 117.4. You know, half a second deg, but this lap will definitely be. Oh, that's Doug Tevick, your multiple world champion in GTP and FSB. My longtime teammate and friend and nemesis.
Yeah, Doug Tevick is.
Whoa, boys! Matt Watkins still sideways like he owns it.
Doug
like
is what we call an alien.
On pit road.
59 Ryan Johnson, your series admin, so he's going to be on the 2-stop strategy.
Well, you know, Doug was faster than me. I think with our battles, won some, I won some, but I got a few championships here, including that banner behind me that Mike Torlinger made for me when I was racing against that guy, which was, you know, one of the best in the world in that sim. So very proud of
Ryan
those,
Tracy is
wins.
definitely keeping Matt Watkins in sight and keeping Matt honest, making him have to work for it.
Yeah, I think he's closing the gap a little bit.
You gotta figure that's the game plan.
You know, Matt hangs it out there. You see this guy, he drives it like he wants to destroy it.
And judging by the skid marks on the track, someone may have gone into the bus stop and had to give themselves a stop and go, or possibly pass through pit road, because it looks like they didn't make the corner there. And that is a rule in real life that has been carried over to the track. If you miss the bus stop, you can roll through the cones, but you have to come to a complete stop and then continue.
I think that could have been the 31 of Brad Otto.
That last lap.
After that.
I'm sorry. So, this lap, 118.2 for Watkins, and these guys have caught up to him. Ryan Tracy, 118.5, 118.4 for Dave Ellens. All very close.
Looks like we got more cars posting.
We got
Brad Otto, Jim Gately.
Copy.
So yeah, that's where you break it down. 12, 13, 24, 36. That's how you make it in 2 stops.
Yeah, these are definitely 2-stop strategy stops here.
And
Ryan
these
Johnson
other
was the
guys
first one
make it a
in.
little longer, or you know, save some time at least in fuel. It's my co-worker George Perez. They kill it week in and week out. Yeah, he watches every week, and I don't make him actually either. So he loves racing. He's built himself a hot rod Ford Mustang, and but he couldn't make it to work today. He had to get wisdom teeth pulled. So
ooh, no fun.
I was like, it's okay, bro. You know?
Yeah, I did that.
That's my dog right there, George Perez.
I did that a couple of years ago at 38, which is pretty old to have wisdom teeth pulled, but it would be fun.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
These guys are going at it from front to top here. Who's going to flinch here first? Castle right in that group with Jason Dolfer. These guys are just impressing the heck out of me. They got the car that pitted already, Brad Otto, Fresno, California, 1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps. He's remodeling his house, and you know I'm a tile guy, so he got granite countertops. We're gonna talk some tile here. A longtime buddy lives right in town here. I'm gonna try to help him out a little bit.
Looks like Guy Pitra is also on that 12-lap strategy. He's right there behind Ryan Johnson, same distance back of the leader.
And these
Yeah,
guys
he
make
came in together with
18.
him.
If you make 17 and then you pit on the 18th lap, you're good. That's what.
I do know that on Tuesday night, Webb said he extended the race from the usual. And Matt Watkins hitting pit road here at lap 15.
Yeah,
He
no,
extended
that's the
the
teller right there. Let's see how he do.
he
What's
extended the
pit road
race
here? Is it still
from
35 or is it
55,
40?
55 and downhill.
Oh, it's 55, so it's a lot faster than it used to be.
55 and downhill, which will catch you off guard sometimes. But yeah, Tuesday night for the chicken run, the sprint race we run to practice for this. Webb extended it from 20%. From 20% to 25% to ensure that we would have to make a pit stop.
Here comes Jason Dulver in the 63.
Oh, I don't know if they're going to be able to change to... Oh, there, the left side does go up. I thought he was too far left in his box, but they are servicing the 63 car, and the 15 is down and away.
The 3 car in pit road. Who can stretch it out? Remember that guy? He's a buddy of yours. The admin for this series, the 59.
Ryan John, well, he was the first one to hit pit road, so he's definitely on the 12 lap strategy.
So, wow,
Hello. I'm.
Yeah. Is that Danny?
I'm Mr. Hamburger from Germany.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a real anchor voice, man. Hello, you're from Mr. Bond.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry, folks. Took me a while to boot him, but he gone. Well, fascinating. We've had this before. People are just,
Yeah, we were just talking about this before the race, and Ryan Tracy's on pit road.
It took me, I have ultimate power, so I can destroy
That's scary in
anybody
Milty's
that gets
hands.
into our booth. I'll knock him out, and he gone.
Folks love their FSB racing. They just can't stay away.
Yeah, but there are channels to go through. Like join the league and stuff. But yeah, I'm glad he was from Germany. Good job.
I don't know. Other
you never
people
know
get
what
flashed.
you're gonna see here, folks.
Other people get flashed by their groupies. We just get Germans crashing our TeamSpeak channel. I think we got the short end of that stick.
Here's the moment of truth here, guys. See if Ryan Tracy's going to stay out or if he's going to have to
he
pit
pitted.
here.
He pitted here on
pitted
lap
too.
17. He's back on the track.
He did. Okay.
Yeah, so he might.
I'll be right
It's going to be real tight if he tries to go just that one stop.
Do we just have an intruder?
We did, and Milty was sicked on him.
Nice. Deja vu.
I know, we were talking about that before. Sam Young joining us here in the booth, our league owner and promoter, the big boss man.
Phoning it in. Why not?
We got the 92 off course here. Gathers back up. So things should sort through after that pit cycle, I believe now. I don't think anybody has shown that they're going to make the full 18 laps required to do it in 2. Actually, I just realized I have a way to check that. Actually, I take that back. Rick Castle, Ken Hansen, Steve Weber, Brian Lovell, Johnny Doucette, Michael Moore are all yet to hit pit road.
That's what I'm talking about.
A beer can just entering back on the track now after a pit stop.
So there you go. That's yep. Okay, that's that drives. So he made the 18 laps that was required there. He's planning to do this on one stop.
Okay, so you can make 18. So Watkins pits on 15. If he wants to, he's either got to stretch the lead right now, or he's got to stretch 18 laps like these guys did on his second run.
And then make a second stop for just 6 laps worth of fuel. Probably no tires on that, I would think.
Well, I'm talking a one-stop strategy like these guys are doing.
Well, Matt Watkins is
Guys
not going
did
to make a
18,
one-stop strategy.
so they can conceivably do it. right? Is that's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, Ryan's definitely on 2, but Ken Hansen is on the one-stop strategy, as is
But
the
if you stop
124.
at 15 and the other guy's made 18,
Yeah, there's no way Matt Watkins is making that up.
I don't. He would have to go into sandbag mode or go into flat out mode, and then we'll have to see how this works.
Jim Christopherson on pit road now. Now he's definitely going to make it on one stop. And again, we talked about that possibly being a silver lining, his reconnection issue there. Still listed a lap down though.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to make that lap up.
Near impossible.
Long track.
But he might be able to make up some positions just based on the fact that he can do one stop.
Gaggles of cars here. From P6, 5. Really close. Slim Jim Gately's got a gap there in P4. Then you got P3 Dave Ellens. P2 Ryan Tracy. And Matt definitely, blowing qualifying laps out, a 1:16.9 for Watkins. So we know what he's going to do. He's going to go like hell, 7,000 RPM, go like hell. 10 miles, and then he's going to make that stop and short fuel. He's committed.
I think unless the 9 and the 83 and the 124 can show a little bit more speed on this run, I think he's going to have time to make that extra stop.
Exactly. And these other cars that also second, third, fourth, that all pitted right around the same time, whether or not they can eke out less fuel. But, do you want to pit and not get tires? I mean, you're going to go half a can, you got to get 2 tires at the same time. Otherwise, you're going
I think Ryan Tracy may have adjusted his strategy after his pit stop, as he was right there with Matt Watkins before the pit stop. He pitted a lap after Matt Watkins and has fallen 7 seconds back and still falling.
And they don't have to worry about the caution here, as Kevin May's definitely struggling there. Something happened to him in turn 1.
Yeah, they got himself
Gets out of the way.
Easily
really
out of the
good.
way.
Good job, dude. Michael Moore trudging along in P18. Just getting his feet wet here. You want to finish these races. Big smoke in turn 5 there. Not sure what happened.
That looks like someone going off.
Yeah, that could be Guy Pitra and that Shelby Cobra right there. Guy just did such a great job in that 24-hour race, teaming with all 5 of us, FSB drivers or former FSB drivers. Larry Krupp, Gary Forkolb, Ken Soska, Guy Pitra, and me. I mean, it was a nostalgic run. These guys have been admins in this league, and still, we all have close ties, and it's good to see Guy out there running.
Here's the source of your smoke.
Definitely.
The 25 of Keith Cordier coming out of the bus stop just clips that curb and goes for a ride. Didn't hit anything though, so 25 car, just drop it in gear and go.
That'll make your sticker pecker.
Yep, just put on a smoke show.
Level it. Oh, somebody around, and it's Brad Otto.
Brad Otto in the kitty litter.
And he's in the kitty litter. 1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps. And you get out of that kitty litter, son. And he does. We'll be talking about
he wheel hopped it.
Countertop and stuff, so that'd be cool.
Yeah, he wheel hopped it coming through the gears there, and you see the back end just popped around. But again, he didn't hit anything. But man, it's hard to drive it out of those gravel traps.
Absolutely. Weber in the beer can. Ken Hansen going at it. Weber, I mean, former champion, and this guy just knows how to drive within his means and finish races, Always competitive, always around the top 10 in any discipline. Just always there,
There's Weber.
And he's
Big
got
Cactus
guy
and
picture
Ken
to
Hansen.
sweep the Monsoon Motorsports shop too. So
You assign that job to
his
someone different
job
every
at
week.
Monsoon. Sweep the shop, guy. Another great battle here. Ryan Johnson and what am I doing here? And the 124 Rick Castle. Castle, just another kind of Steve Weber-like driver, you know, and Ryan Johnson, you know.
Now, these two are on opposite strategies. Rick Castle's one of the guys who went to lap 18. Ryan Johnson was the first one to hit pit road, and here they are running together at the time for the time being.
Rick's been really impressive lately. I got an update from pit road guys. I tried to talk to the crew chief of the 12 car, Shawn, to see if maybe he had something there with him letting off and trying to save gas. I couldn't really get an answer, so I mean, we'll have to wait and see how this thing plays out.
I'll tell you what, he was keeping in the tire tracks of that number 15 car, and he's now fallen 9 seconds back. It was 7 when I pointed it out.
Well, Rick Castle is
He
all over the
is-
59 here.
Yeah, but the 12
He
is
wants by.
running slower on purpose. I guarantee it.
Castle wants by. He's got fresher tires. But then again, he's still on that strategy, so he has to maintain tire degradation protocol here.
Tire integrity, yep. Ryan Johnson's tires are 12 laps old now. In fact, he's probably coming in this time if he's
Whoa.
going to stick to that strategy.
Jason
I've got
Dolfer
the scanner
gets
up.
by the 92 Kevin Mays.
And here comes
Or-
59. 59 keeping to it. 12, 12, 12 on these runs. As we'll follow him down pit road here.
And if you're going to stop twice, I mean, you might as well maximize the use you get out of those tires by doing it that way.
Yeah,
But-
that's a strategy you got to be committed to from the start to make it work right.
Dark TV.
Oh no!
watch or you're
Disaster.
fired.
He has to back up.
I didn't catch that.
Ryan had to back up in his pit stall.
I wouldn't fire George, man. He works too hard.
Oh, we got a
Okay,
car
guy.
smoking on the backstretch there.
Slim Jim Gately with his fastest lap, 117.6, 8.9, the last lap.
Appears
He's
to be the
pushing.
31 of Brad Otto, as 740 of Michael Moore has gone into the gravel traps.
Oh, boy, we see smoke, and
And
Yep.
you saw Brad Otto stuck
somebody's
in.
on fire.
Yes,
Brad
Milty.
Otto, the Marine.
It's Brad
Oh,
Otto.
that thing, Marine. That thing's on fire. Come on,
Yes,
fire.
as I was trying to say, when he tried to get it out of that gravel trap, he probably over-revved the engine, and this is the end result. That's going to be a motor detonation.
Come on,
Or
son,
the
get out of
31
that
car.
thing. Keith Cordier leaving pit road while Brad Otto smokes him if he's got him. Smoking a pancake there. They're definitely taking a look under the hood there in the 31 U.S. Marines car.
Yep, it's broke.
Yeah, he got some pretty good air there coming out of the chicane.
Still a great battle here with P9 and P10, Steve Weber and the beer can, Ken Hansen. I don't want to hear Ken say I can't road race, you know. That's malarkey.
And we're on board with the 12 of Brian Tracy, and let's take a listen to how he's driving this thing.
You could definitely save fuel, you know, if you're planning on doing that. And how you do that? Lift a little early before you hit the 400.
Lift a little early, shift a little less.
Try to roll more through the corners. Be smooth.
And I think he would be the one guy, Shawn, who would be close enough to play this strategy and make it work and get the win.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking he was close enough when
He
the pit
is a
stop
veteran.
started.
He's been around FSB a long time, you know, couple, some time when he was off, making babies and taking care of them. And he's definitely, back in the swing of things and a wily veteran. One of these guys I've raced against, definitely.
Knock, knock.
Just- Hey, Brad Otto, fresh out of the garage there. It's, oh man, The 043 of Brian Lovell goes around right in front of our leader, Matt Watkins, who
Oh,
definitely
no.
avoids.
But, yeah, I see the tire marks there.
Brad Otto, fresh out of the garage there. It looks like you had an oil pan failure there. It failed to hold the
Done
parts of the
blown
engine
up,
in.
son.
Well, it's saying I broke a piston, but my crew chief rattled off a whole list of things I broke hitting that tire wall.
Oh, it didn't look like you hit the tire wall, but we saw you go into the kitty litter a lap before that blew.
Yeah, a couple laps later, I hit the S's and bounced out into the kitty, or against the tire wall.
Oh, those tire walls, they'll just grab the car and crush everything, including your soul.
Yeah,
That's a tough break there, bud.
Yeah, I had already lost third gear, so I was falling backwards even faster than I was before. Tough track, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, gear shifting and gears are an issue in this sim at this track, definitely.
So, Brad, we got some intrigue here on different strategies out there. You got guys who are very clearly committed to the 2 and making it even 12-lap runs like Ryan Johnson. Matt Watkins chose to come in at lap 15, so he's clearly going to have to make 2 stops. But Ryan Tracy was 1 lap short of that. We think he might be going for the 1-stop strategy. And we know for absolutely certain that Ken Hansen
Matt
and the
Watkins
124 are doing
road.
it. Yeah, Matt Watkins down here at lap 27. So, man, that means he's got to make 11 laps in this run, 12 laps. So he decided to not have to make the 6-lap run at the end of this.
That
is
really
2 stops for
surprises
Matt
me,
Watkins.
guys. He had dropped a second back to Ryan Tracy and given up another second. I don't know if something happened there or what, but that really surprises
His lap
me.
was a 118, which was 2 seconds off what he was running. And his tires still 4 tires for the 15.
I wonder if he locked the tire
them
up.
Pretty good.
I bet he locked the tire up avoiding the 043. I'm going to go back and look
There
at
you
that.
go. That makes sense. Matt Watkins off pit road.
Because that just doesn't add up in my head to the strategy that Matt was
don't
going
miss
for.
Nothing.
It doesn't add up, but
he's Roger Penske
he was in a
and
position.
Mark Donohue at the same time.
But he was still in a position that he can make that run and not really give up much for doing it.
Yeah, Ethan.
Basically puts him on the same page as the 2-stop.
Goal lately. Sorry if I butchered your name, but yeah.
Well, I saw
I'm saying the
Guy
same thing,
Petra
man.
pitting earlier, and I was going to maybe follow Guy's guidance and come in a little early myself.
Yeah, so what are your thoughts? Do you think the guys that are trying the 1-stop strategy are going to be able to pull it off?
I know these guys are awesome at what they do, so I'll wish them the best, but it's going to be close.
Well, and you're no slouch, man. I mean, you're a road racing veteran, Trans Am veteran, and you got a new wheel. How's that working out for you, Brad?
Well, I broke it in on Tuesday, and I was using the gear shifter and stuff, and I was really slow. So tonight I was on the paddles. I was back to my more normal, like 119, 118 times, so that felt better.
Well, here I got the incident I referenced here. Here's Matt Watkins just a couple laps ago. He comes around turn, was it 10 here? You see.
Oh.
I don't know if he locked them up there. We didn't see anything. But that's all I can figure is that he felt he locked a tire up there.
Well, he's probably trying to do the math, thinking I can still pit and then drive like 7,000 RPM, drive like hell. Except it's like 9,200 here,
Yeah, well, he was in the window. He could still make it. It's still a 2-stop strategy for him. So I
and
think
he's
it
got
should work
tires,
out.
which, that at
Put it
least
this
lets
way.
you know you can go balls to the wall.
He's still in second place, and he doesn't have to stop again. So, there you go.
Jim Gately in 6th place there. Big fan club out. The defending champion.
Now,
And he's a heck of a road racer. Very humble. He doesn't think he is, but I don't know. He's beat me, so.
now if Ryan
I'm pretty
Tracy,
good, you know?
if Ryan Tracy has shifted to a 1-stop strategy, going 17 and 19, he can definitely have take it easier now because Matt Watkins is 21 seconds behind him.
And that would
there's
be
nobody.
recommended because to make that strategy, you got to save those tires.
You gotta save his tires, and you gotta save a lot of fuel to make it that far. He might be in the catbird seat here.
I think he absolutely has to try it at this point, Shawn. I mean, he really impressed me last
Pass
night.
for
I think he's got the
P3
skill
here.
to do it.
Dave, no, it doesn't
I agree.
happen. Rick Castle and I'm sorry,
No, Ryan
Rick
Tracy. Not Rick
Castle and
Castle.
Dave Ellen's going at it here, folks.
We'll get them up on the right side here.
If we were all like sitting next to each other, then I would know when to stop talking.
I'm not so sure about that either, Milty,
I
but
get
it's okay. We love
excited.
you
I'm
anyway.
sorry. Still going at it here.
We just chalk it up
Couple
to a
different
lifetime
lines.
working with power tools.
Yeah, it's funny because now with the COVID, I mean, real announcers are having the same thing from their houses,
That's one of the things I loved about when they did the iRacing deal during the beginning of the lockdown, is that they had the same problems we have. I'm like, okay, the pros are screwing up the same shit I'm screwing up, but we're good. We're good. I don't feel so bad anymore.
Absolutely.
But yeah, this
Still
battle's
going
getting
at
hot
it.
and heavy. The 115 and the 124. This is the best
This is
battle
a
on the track
battle
right now.
here. It's the best race on the track that I've seen. You guys are using up all the track. Puffs of smoke, dirt flying up.
Now remember, Rick Castle's
Guy
on the
Pitra
two-stop
and
strategy,
another
the
good
one-stop
battle here.
strategy.
Guy Pitra and Greg Palmer going at it.
Oh, beautiful pass through the S's there. I think Castle may have just let him go, but still, that was textbook there from Dave Ellens. How you pass going into that corner.
Greg Palmer, I mean, a lot of these guys, I haven't seen them road race before. These guys are bad, man. They're bad, serious, fast. And these races against Guy Pitra, a veteran, just ran the 24 hours of Daytona 2 weeks ago. And these guys are going at it.
Matt Watkins has meanwhile shaved 1 second off that lead Ryan Tracy has. And if Ryan hasn't pitted yet, I think he's going for it. It's a long, long way to go, literally and figuratively.
But I think I've seen it before.
You've got about 6 laps to make it happen.
Yeah, he's in great shape, you guys. He should be able to really save a lot of fuel, short shift a little bit. I think he can do it.
Failing that, can you make a splash and go and not lose? Oh, he's lost 2 seconds now, more often, so it's only 18-second lead. 20 seconds he might have been able to hold on to doing that. I don't know
Battle
about
for
the
position.
18.
Jason Dolfer gets the big cactus, the 83 car, and also guys are duking it out. Christopherson is still a lap down there in the middle. Nice pass by Jason Dolfer in turn 1. Having a hell of a race. Oh, car in the wall! Just out of the bus stop. That's Michael Moore in the 740. He's got serious damage.
Oh, he's shortened up the back end of that big time.
Yeah, Michael's had a tough night. He's been off track a couple times, but had kept the car pretty straight until then.
Welcome to New York.
This is upstate New York. Come on, get it right.
Yeah, man. California, man.
Yeah, well,
I don't
okay.
even realize that I have an accent,
I don't really consider it an
California accent.
Well, think about it. California. It's like considering all of California to be Los Angeles.
Don't
I
think
guess they're
that.
not from
There's New
here,
York City. There's New York City, and then there's a huge state around that city. Yeah, the city's huge, but there's a whole lot of landmass that ain't New York City.
Matt Watkins just turned his
12
fastest
car to pit
lap
road.
16.9.
12 car has hit pit road, Milty.
What's that?
Wow.
12 has hit pit road.
He's hit pit road, and Matt Watkins is hauling the mail, and
Going
he's
down
going
the
to take
straightaway.
the lead here. Sideways coming out of turn 11.
And here's Matt Watkins taking the lead, so the plan did not play out like we thought it might be for Ryan Tracy. And Matt Watkins can just cruise from here because he's got 16 plus seconds back to the next car.
Don't miss much.
That's a tough break for Ryan. He's going to lose a lot of spots.
Had to. Well, we don't
No, I
know
think he'll
exactly.
hold on
We'd
to
have
second.
Talk to him, but tires or fuel or both. I cannot
Yeah, the
stress how bad you can use these things up with a couple slides, and next thing you look at your tires and they're about to blow. They don't like sliding.
The next car ahead to Ryan Tracy is Matt Watkins, so Ryan holds on to second place. They had enough of a lead, enough of a cushion there. So he'll maintain his podium finish. He'll get the laps led and the points
Good
for that.
strategy. He knew he couldn't beat Mac in a all-out fist fight, so he had to try something different, which good strategy from the veteran.
And he can still steal this one. Yeah, it's not over. Plenty can happen as Matt Watkins is working himself through lap traffic as we speak.
Greg Palmer leaving pit road, and the car he was duking it out with, Guy Petra. Guy, all he's done a lot of iRacing lately, but Palmer maybe off the wall a little bit coming out of pit road. Just jumped in this car about an hour before the race. He hadn't run in a while, and for him to pick it up and run like this with these guys, I mean, it'd be like me jumping in there, and I can talk all kinds of, I did this or that, but you jump in, gets these guys, and they're dialed in. This is, pro sim racing. You better bring your lunch,
Hey, shout out to the
right
three
side
car too, you guys. He may not make it, but he might end up third by the end of this thing. He's really coming.
That's
See if we can find him on the track.
The veteran knows the strategy. Meanwhile, we got a battle here with Palmer and Petra. I think Palmer's going at him.
043 hitting pit road now. That'll cost him a lap. Yeah, you see these guys who were trying to make it, they're hitting pit road here on the white flag lap.
And just couldn't. It's a funny thing about road racing, your first stint and your second stint, it's just they never are the same, man. Whoa, Guy Petra sideways in turn one. He's pushing with all he's got.
I just thought it was going to be.
The rocket is coming.
And he's coming after Slim Jim Gately.
He's coming after his teammate.
It always seemed like asking a little bit too much to make it on one stop for this race. That just you would have really had to manage everything perfectly.
Absolutely.
Well, I think Ken Hansen and Rick Castle are going to do it, and it's going to get them a top 10, but not the W. And really, if you're just in survival mode on road courses, that's a good night.
And the great road races I've seen, and in stock cars and everything, especially two in mind, Kevin Lewis and Damien Godstilla, they generally always went for that earlier pit stop and just drive the living heck out of it. And
meanwhile, Mark DeSenza is digging. He wants to get his teammate here. Can't quite keep with him off the carousel. Got two more corners, and Dave Ellen's ahead of him, too. You see Matt Watkins on the left has taking your checkered flag. That's your winner.
Matt Watkins.
And
awesome
battle here for fourth. Oh, you almost got third, like you said. He just wiggled a little bit off the corner, and it's a drag race, but Dave Ellens is going to hold on to round out your podium here. Great battle. That was a hard charge. Good catch there, Chris. Point that out.
Chevrolet on the podium.
Yeah, awesome job by Dave. He ran third pretty much all night. Really, really steady run.
I give a call to that 12 car Ryan Tracy. It didn't play out, but man, he shot his shot. Can't fault anything he did tonight, trying to beat Matt Watkins. A great run for the 12 car, bringing it home P2.
Yeah, you were absolutely right. I got my scoring screwed up, but he really did well on that pit strategy and stayed as close as he could.
You see Guy Petra giving a little congratulatory bump to your winner there. Those two go way back. Oh, more than a little bit of a bump there.
Yeah, well,
So much
they're
for that
going to
pristine
expect
car.
guys to sweep the shop after.
Yeah, Monsoon teammates. Oh, and another hit. Oh, we're going to have to tow that car to victory lane now.
Great show strategy. This isn't your daddy's FSB and road racing. This is the modern FSB, and these guys are serious. It's kind of like when you watch in NASCAR. There used to be road racing ringers, no more.
Well, the ringers still don't
just
tend
show
to
up
win in
and
NASCAR.
show up and win this thing. You better bring your lunch.
You ever notice they talk about the road course ringers, but they never actually win, at least at the higher level.
Uh-huh.
They win in the Xfinity
I
and
gotta
the
hit
trucks.
that little green porta potty. I'll be right back.
All right, then we'll have Milty gather up our podium finishers. But once again, Matt Watkins there as he burns it down on the Zippo sign appropriately. Brings it home P1 and just extends his already substantial points lead coming into tonight. He is on rails just every week so far. It's going to be tough to knock him off the top going forward. Second place, Ryan Tracy again off that, coming off the heels of that win last night in the trucks in Canada. Pop back over the border here to the USA and New York. Brings it home P2 again. Great run. And then again, a road course winner on Friday night in the past, Mr. Dave Ellens, the Colorado resident, brings it home P3.
Yeah, phenomenal job by Ryan. The last 2 nights, he's just been absolutely amazing on these road courses.
Yeah, it's not easy. Now, these are big. Basically, they're trucks. They look like cars. They look like 1988 cars, but underneath that's a 2003 truck. And so it's bigger, heavier, less power, but higher center of gravity than the Cup physics that you see running on Mondays here at FSB and Sundays in the real world. Looks like our top 3 are coming up here anyway. We'll start off with Dave Ellens. Man, you've already got a road course win on a Friday night, and looked like you might have had a shot at this one there, but still brought home a solid third with that late race battle we were following. Tell us about your night, bud.
Well, yeah, I was just trying to, save tires and make it through that last fuel run because I knew I wasn't going to take tires on it. So just trying to be nice and smooth. And then I saw Slim just getting bigger and bigger and bigger in my mirror. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Okay,
and all of a sudden, Mark shows up out of nowhere.
Mark started shotgun on the field. He did not turn a qualifying lap, and he almost got himself a podium. That is some serious, as Milt would say, that's some pro driving.
Yeah, but we came into those last few corners, and I knew I had to take Slim high. That was the only chance I had, and it worked out, and whew, I'm sweating.
Well, you worked for that one. Great job there, Dave. And Ryan Tracy, coming off the win last night, I had you picked.
Up here. Sorry.
I had you picked. I had the broadcaster jinx on you, but you survived it. A great run, Ryan. We thought maybe you were trying the one-stop strategy, and then you pitted with just a couple laps to go. What was your thinking there, and what was the strategy?
Yeah, strategy was really just to run each segment as long as I could, and then just try to have a short segment at the end with worn tires. And then I realized I needed one can anyway, so I went ahead and got right sides. But was just trying to stretch it out because I knew heads up with Matt, I wasn't going to beat him, so I had to try to do some alternate strategy from what he was doing. Did the best we could, came home second. First run, was able to hang with Matt. After the pit stops, I never saw him again.
That's why we were thinking that maybe you dialed it back, because you pitted at lap 17, he pitted at 15, and I thought maybe you were trying to extend that to a 17 and 19 run. But I think I would have taken left sides if I was ever going to take two tires at Watkins Glen. Maybe you want to go with lefts, but still a great run. And they definitely knew you were there tonight, and it was hard to keep up with your winner. Matt, I don't like road courses, Watkins.
Hey, Matt, good win.
Thank you. I like him a little more tonight. That was fun.
Yeah, I figured you might. Man,
we're
you
gonna
just
make a road racer out of you.
Yeah,
all
you
right.
put the
Wait,
smack
you
down
already
on us.
are one.
I used to love Sears Point and hate this track, but I kind of like it now. I've been practicing a little bit and got a little more of a rhythm. But
Well,
it's
16 nines. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, that's bad fast. That's Kevin Lewis, Damon Godzilla fast. But we thought you were in the world of hurt there. We really thought Ryan could try to, like Shawn said, we thought he was, trying to save enough fuel to make it a one stopper. But
yeah,
you
well, you definitely shouted him and Dave. They were fast, kept me on my toes all night. But I thought maybe he might take like a splash or half a can, so I was just trying to go as hard as I could. And I knew if I pitted early and took 4 with an 8-second lead, I could probably be all right. But I just had to keep running those low 117s, and it worked out. But yeah, he was really fast tonight.
Yeah, the
We noticed you
fans in
pitted
the chat and YouTube are like, dude, you killed it.
Now, we noticed you pitted at an odd lap there. You were 15 the first time, and then it was like 27 for the second. Did you lock up getting around the 043 there when he had his incident in front of you?
Nah, I just tried to run I ran really hard the second run and just kind of burned them up more in the first run. So I figured I'd just go and get the pit stop out the way and take 4.
That worked out. And again, you had that huge cushion and really only had to worry about Ryan.
Well, we were wondering when who was that crashed out of turn 10 there, and you had to go around. If
That
maybe,
was the 043
Brian, yeah.
Milty.
Yeah.
Brian.
Yeah. Okay. So we were
Yeah, it's a good
wondering
thing I ever shot that corner because I was already kind of high there, so I really messed up. If I
Yeah,
didn't
just
we
turn
kinda-
didn't
perfect,
see
it might
like
have
you
been
were
scary.
locking up the tires, which locking up tires is a bad thing.
Mhm.
Can be.
Absolutely.
Well, great job, everybody. Thanks for joining us in the booth again. Your
Great
podium
job, Dave
finishers.
Allen's solid. That 57 Chevrolet.
Yeah, Milt, thank you very much.
Yeah,
That was
Dave
an
Allen's
awesome
just-
run.
yeah.
You got serious road racing skills, man.
That was a blast. That was a lot of fun tonight. Thanks, guys in the booth. That makes it a great broadcast.
Yeah, that was. Hey, no
Go
cautions.
makes
How
the
about
show.
that? We didn't have to do any caution, Phil. No, you guys put on a great show out there. Thanks for joining us again. Your podium finishers, Dave Ellens, Ryan Tracy, and your winner and serious point leader here, 33 points over the series admin, Ryan Johnson, who's again got the points updated here for the post-race show. So a commanding lead going forward. Don't sleep on Jason Dolfer, though they're 35 points back and improving every week.
Well, what a great season for him. And it started last season. His steady improvement. Just getting, I mean, you realize dude has skills, but just getting settled in to the league and racing guys, starting to see that 63 car is, a top 5 car every race, no matter what discipline.
Absolutely. So just put a bow on this one because I got to hit the green porta potty too. Thanks as always for joining us in the booth here, Milt Mitchell Jr., Chris Beckman, our pit reporter tonight. Thanks all you guys joining YouTube, commenting in the chat, cheering for your buddies. Make sure to hit the likes and subscribes and keep chatting with us when we're on. The engagement helps us get noticed and grow. We do this as a promotion for the league. It's not monetized at all. It's just getting the word out there that NASCAR 2003 is still alive and FSB's going strong the whole time.
18
18 years
I've been
now.
involved in this league, and I ain't stopping yet.
It's Sam Young at the helm now, Jim Ray pounding it, keeping it going. We thank you guys. Of course, Ryan Johnson, your series admin. Great job out there racing, adminning, getting the points updated for us, keeping the series going, keeping these guys in line. And of course, our series sponsor, Farmer Brothers Contracting, Bill Farmer, putting up the hardware. These guys are all racing for.
Trophies. Dudes like trophies.
Heck yeah. Next week we are at. I forgot to check that before I did this.
Bristol, baby.
It's Bristol, baby.
Bristol,
All right.
baby.
Jet fighters in a gymnasium. Throw all the cars in a blender. See who pops out undamaged. That should be lots of fun. But until then,
Rome wasn't built in a day, but neither was Bristol, and it's just about the same as racing in the Coliseum.
that's what they call it. The last great Coliseum. So I'll see you guys there next week. But until then, Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching FSP Racing Live. I'm your host, Shawn Reap, and we'll see you next week at Bristol.